What is up, everybody? So, I see in this. Also, I'm not in a presentable image right now, so no camera. But let's get into this because I seen that GoHub had posted about remote trading in Pokemon Go data mine hints at long distance trades. So, as this says, it is data mined, so it is 100% possibly in the ability to change, be completely false. So we're gonna read into this though. 0.3007.0 update teases remote trading, new friendship tier, and new icon. Which I did hear about some of this. I did hear that we were going to have a new icon and stuff for the friend stuff, which maybe we'll eventually see it, which I think we might see it right there. But anywho, in remote trading coming to Pokemon Go? A recent data mine seems to hint not only the potential for remote trading, but also a new level of friendship at Pokemon Go, which I have heard about this. We're supposed to gonna get like a fifth heart, so that is gonna be interesting. I wonder like if we'll have to do like another like because I'm not 100% sure what the friendship level is right now. Like I know you have to like I think it's like 3 months and you can hit best friends. It could be longer than that because you still have to hit through great friends. Uh, Great, Ultra, and then Best, is it? Or is there something I'm missing? There might be something I'm missing. If so, you guys can let me know. Now, the first thing we have to point out is that just because something was discovered in the coding in the game, it does not mean it will ever appear in game. Which, fact, we already said that a little bit ago. Or that or that this will occur anytime soon. So this data mine is potentially incredibly exciting. It doesn't mean that this is definitely going to happen, and if it does happen, it may be many years. Well, yeah, this could happen, like next year. This could happen, like the year after. It could happen tomorrow, like we never know, like because a lot of the times whenever like data miners actually do find things, 9 times out of 10, it gets pushed through at some point. But a lot of the times when it gets pushed through, it takes like a couple months, sometimes even longer than that. Like we still haven't seen Mega Mewtwo Y and X, and that was introduced, I think 2024. Could have been 2023 they introduced it, but like still haven't seen it. We haven't even heard any other mentions of it like since then. So disclaimer: everything in this article is data mine. Yeah, we already read that. Yeah, we already know. We do not include links to data mine channels as they are technically against TOS. Yeah, I don't know. We don't got to see it. If anything, we can just look it up itself. Remote trading spotted in the 307 data mine. What is remote trading? Remote trading is also often called long distance trading. Allows traders who are further apart to trade Pokemon between their Pokemon Go accounts. Currently, you can only trade in person, but there has been information discovered in recent data mines that potentially this could change to be allowed to at much greater distances, possibly even anywhere in the world. Which, if so, this will be amazing. Like I'm not saying that I wouldn't ever meet some of my lucky friends that I have on my game, but it is a lot harder and a lot less uh, possibly going to happen because like a lot of my lucky friends live in like completely other countries or on the opposite side of the United States. Like I can't just pack up and go do a lucky trade with somebody just because I want to. Like I'm not one of these top creators who are either sponsored by Scopely, Niantic, whatever you want to call them now. Like I can't just go do some things. Like I've had like a few people, like ask me if I was gonna come to like their state because like they had an event or something going on, and I'm not able to. Like It's not that I don't want to be able to go and meet like these random people that I've became friends with, but just don't have the funds for it, you know. Like, anywho, here is what has been found in the data mine so far. Trading only be allowed. How about it, buddy? Uh, Between friends who are best friend plus level. S You couldn't have came up with a better name other than like best friends plus. Because let's see. I'm gonna see if I can see the different names of the friendship levels real quick. 1 second, chat. Oh, not really chat, but comments. Come on, bro. Okay, so we have good friends, great friends, ultra friends, best friends. Hey, you couldn't have come up with a better name other than best friends plus. Anywho, this implies that there's a new higher level that needs reaching that is over and above the current best friends level. There is a daily trade limit which is not expected as there is a daily trade limit for all trades. We would expect this trade to be lower than the standard trading rate. Yeah, which in facts, like I think I made a video on this, like talking about some of this the other day. Uh, yeah, like I was doing some like some guesses on what it would be. Like it could be one, it could be two, it could be three, it could be 10, it could be 20, it could be like 50. But I don't think that they'll allow it to be the same amount that there is for like regular trades. Because they would rather you go and do trades and do things in person over, like remotely. Possibly that's at least what Niantic's vision was. Maybe Scopely's gonna look at it differently and be like, you guys could do 100 special trades too, or long distance trades too, as long as you're not already in the middle of doing one. You can receive trade offers offline, which that would be amazing. Like say like you got a friend that's like overseas or in another time zone than you are, and like they wake up at 10 a.m. their time, and it's like 7 o'clock your time, and you're still sleeping. Then you can have the first person send it, and then whenever the second person finally wakes up or does whatever or opens the game or whatever, they can grab the trade, do the trade back, you get your trade, and then you don't have to worry about being there the whole time, whatever, waiting for the trade to happen, which is amazing because you have to be there for the in-person trades. So if you have an active trade, you won't be able to receive or send another trade offer. Which yeah, we should already know this. You technically can't even do another trade whenever you're in the middle of doing a trade now. So this is already kind of common knowledge. If you didn't know, you now do. Like in addition to this, a new icon that really looks like a remote trade icon has been found in the update, which is what it looks like. It does just look like a remote, or yeah, like a remote trade. It kind of looks like what was which Pokemon game was it that like whenever you did the trades, it popped up kind of looking like this. Which that's cool. Like hopefully this really does come. Like because like I'm gonna guess that this would probably be like what pops up on your screen, like how regular trades do. Regular trades already pop up like a specific thing while you're doing them, so be the same. Uh, Best Friends Plus, what's this all about? The mention, oop, the mention of Best Friends Plus is an intriguing one. How you will progress to Best Friend Plus will be intriguing. Could it involve more than just a typical friendship level up interactions? Currently, you can level up friends daily through interactions such as raiding, party play, trading, opening gifts. Currently, it takes 90 days to hit best friends level, so best friends plus would be expected to take even longer. So yeah, I was right. It was 3 months to hit. So yeah, it could be like 4 months instead of three. It could be like 120, which hopefully it's not. Like hopefully it's like some easiness things. Like hopefully whatever we don't have to do another 90-day thing, whatever. Because that would kind of suck if we had to wait like another like 3 months just to get there. Because I'm already bad at gifts, so that 90 days would turn into a year or possibly 2 years. uh, to hit best friends, but it'd probably take longer. There's also a possibility that it will be more complex to hit best friends plus. Think about the introduction of tasks to level up between 40 and 50. To make it much trickier, introducing tasks to make best friend plus less obtainable would be unsurprising in order to make it more elusive rather than just behind a huge time gate. Which I don't know if people realize, but Pokemon Go, Niantic, Scopely, whatever you want to call them, they like to time gate everything. So I have a feeling it's going to be more of like a time gate wait than it is just going to be like you have to catch a certain amount of Pokemon. You have to evolve some Eevees. I know that that's not gonna be the task they would choose, but like I'm just picking tasks from the actual game, whatever that we already have to do. A newer friendship level could bring other bonuses with it too. Each player level gives you bonuses from lower Stardust trades, cost, uh, raid boosts. Best Friend Plus could impact more than just trading. Yeah, it definitely could. Like if they really do try to do like the fifth heart and they want to do like some like cool stuff, it could be like I don't I don't exactly remember what the boost is you get whenever you're doing a raid with somebody, whatever, like gym battles, all that. It maybe the increase will be doubled, like you'll do like say you're doing like 1.5 in damage raids, raid battles, max battles, whatever, and you both are in there, you do 1.5. Maybe if you hit the new one, whatever, you'll do 3 times damage whenever you guys are together, something like that. Which that'd be kind of cool, like give us more damage, like it'll give the people the opportunity to do a way more raids and stuff if possible, so that would be a good thing. And it really does kind of look like, like, yes, Pokemon Go is still thriving and still going to keep going, and that's not what I'm meaning, but it seems like the factor of, like, in-person stuff is kind of dying, and it's more about the player themselves than it is about groups of people, like, it seems like a lot of the stuff that they're adding, doing, updating, yada yada, is more to help, like, couples, solos, like maybe even like people have like three, four possibly in their little group. They're making it easier for these people to be able to do stuff, which is amazing, don't get me wrong. That's a really amazing. Remote trading could be an absolute game changer for the game. Think of all those amazing international friends you have interacted with over the years and maybe even gotten to be lucky with, all whilst knowing you could possibly never trade, I was talking about this earlier, like I got people that are like in other places that I just can't trade with. Now there is no mentions of a distance limit, so we hope that there won't be, but that doesn't mean anything at the moment. We have technically had distance trading previously back in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, but it was limited to 12 km initially, then increased to between 20 or 38 and 50 kilometers. We would hope that this new feature would be global. Yeah, hopefully they don't like time or not time get it like restrict the distance whatever that you could do it, because if they do allow like remote trading and they make it to where like you could literally trade with somebody that's like on the other side of your city, or less, that is literally kind of pointless for remote trading. Like I do understand that they want to try to keep the game still close as they can to the go factor, but like making it to where we can't really trade very far would not make it the greatest. Which I do believe whenever they did do the 50 km to 38 km, I think I did take a part of that. That was pretty awesome because I got to trade with some people that were like they weren't like on the other side of my of this place of the city I live in, but like they were like I'd say like halfish away from where I was to the other side. So that was amazing. Like I wish they would just keep this. Because not gonna lie, like if you have the ability to be able to trade like 50 km away from you are, that would be amazing. Like that would give people who like live in the same city the opportunity to trade with each other without having to drive or take transportation or whatever just to get from like one side of it to the other side just to go do some trades. Like I know a lot of people like they'll do trades, they'll hang out and blah blah blah, but there are people out there that will just do trades and then once trades are done, they'd leave. Like there is nothing else to them. So, the main series games have had global trading for many years, and it would be brilliant to see Pokemon Go follow suit. Many thought remote trading would never be a possibility, but now we can remote raid. Oh, remote raiding. I read that wrong. Uh, can now remote raid all different raids and partake in Dynamax and Gigantamax raid battles remotely too. Which yeah, this was the best thing whatever that they ever added. The factor that you could do shadows and Dynamax and stuff like that now, like with remote passes. That's amazing. What do you think about the? Oh yeah, we don't really care about that. That's just them asking. But yeah, I know I'm about to ask. Like what y'all think about this? Are y'all happy and excited that this is gonna be happening? If it happens, if not, like that's kind of lame that they would put it in the files to be found and then be like, haha, you're not getting it now. That'd be kind of fucked up. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. If there is any other news and stuff that comes out in the next couple days. Oh wow, I did not realize that we rambled on for as long as we did. It was kind of good. We kind of went through everything, kind of just like gave my thoughts on stuff, so it's not bad. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna let you all go. Peace out.